Welcome back, my little strangelings. Now, if you're new and are interested to know, the I in RIP for this particular lesson stands for intelligent. An intelligent haunting is defined by the spirit or ghost that is the subject of a haunting or investigation that clearly and intelligently interacts with the living. This goes beyond simply turning on and off lights or opening doors or cupboards at will. There needs to be a certain level of clear communication between the spirit and either investigators or home or business owners. Whether it be asking a direct question and receiving a direct answer, or moving objects, or turning on lights, etc., on command. A description of this would be to ask the spirit to perform an act or ask a direct question and receive a direct answer via that act or an EVP. We'll be getting into EVPs later. The best example I can think of right now is to say that you are at a Civil War site and attempting to converse with any soldiers present. You ask directly, "Who is the President of the United States?" And when you play back your recording, you get either Lincoln or Davis. While you may think that Davis is the wrong answer, you have to remember that to the Confederates, Jefferson Davis was their president, and you just directly received a very real answer to your very real question. For them, Davis would be their president. Another story and example I have hails from my home city of Seattle in the Pacific Northwest. It is said that on the Seattle waterfront near Pier 70, there is the ghost of an old sea captain who only appears to the distressed and downtrodden. People have reported standing over by the water feeling hopeless and depressed, like the sort of deep depression precipitating a final event, if you know what I mean. They have said that during their machinations, an old man on a sailing vessel sails up to the docks and climbs up to the street level and strikes up a conversation with them. The people who have told tale about him say that they are sometimes reluctant to talk at first, but eventually the old sailor in his pea coat entices them out of their shell and they manage to have a deep and profound talk. The old sailor, for all intents and purposes, saves the person's life that day before wandering off. When the person tries to talk to any nearby passerby about the old sea captain, no one has any idea what they are talking about, and when they turn to point out his boat, it's gone, as if it had never been moored there at all. It is one of my favorite stories from back home, and as a depressed person who has been there multiple times myself, it makes me wonder who the old sea captain is and why this particular haunting endures. But to tell you that I am glad that it does is an understatement, my little strangelings. Next up is the final and most controversial classification of haunting, so stay tuned.